Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are or wherever you might be in the world. Hello, 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 hello. So, today, evening, morning, noon, night, wherever you are, I just wanted to hop on here and speak about um, sensory therapy, um, what it is, its benefits, and how you can use it a part of your as a piece of your daily or how you can use it use these methods um, as a part of your daily life, and be more active and aware of your feelings and aware of yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your um, and things of that nature. So, what basically, in layman's terms, I'm pretty sure a lot of folks already know, but in layman's terms, um, therapy, sensory therapy, is the use of I'm sorry, y'all, is the use of outer um, stimuli or the outer world to bring you back to or from to bring you back from any negative emotions, um, any negative thoughts, any negative bad habits, any negative feelings, and things of that nature. Oh my gosh. Don't pay no attention to me. I'm going to fidget around. Um, I'm going to upload this shit. I don't care. It's good stuff, good information. Anyway, so it's basically using the outer um, world to, or to even be more simplified, your surroundings to help you change your mood, to help you uplift yourself when you don't have nobody to talk to engage in actively self rejuvenation or revival, if it makes sense, and becoming more self aware. God damn. Oh, gosh. So, the first one we're going to go with is visual. So, before I go into that, a lot of people struggle with um, mental and emotional maturity and intelligence. A lot of people struggle with self discipline. A lot of people struggle with self control. Um, and the purpose is to get you to be more of those things: self discipline, self control, self aware at all times. And to use these methods or suggestions to assist you in actively and appropriately, in a positive way, uplifting yourself when there's nobody around to talk to. So the first therapeutic suggestion of sensory therapy is visual. So, with the visual sensory therapy, say for instance, you have had a bad day. You are, oh God. You had, say for instance, you had a bad day. You done blew up on some people, and you don't know how to control your emotions because um, there was a lot of pressure. Your emotions were high. Um, you just lost all control. Could have gotten fired, but you got off with a warning. Want to cuss everybody out and just walk out. Okay, so, and this works a lot for me. Okay, this works a lot for me when I can't um, calm myself down one way. I find another way to calm myself down. Um, for example, a visual. Damn, come on now. For example, visual therapy. You would find something in your surroundings and and focus on it. Something that looks good to you, something that is that will um, deflect. I got it. Oh my gosh. Untangled all my neck. Yes. Okay. It's about to drive me crazy. So what you would do is um, you would find something in your surrounding area, in your vicinity, like in your immediate vicinity. If anything, like a piece of artwork, some a poster with some words on it. Um, Say for instance, you're driving, and you're not so grounded. You're all over the place. You would pay closer attention to, say for instance, license plates. I play this game with myself all the time. To bring myself back into awareness of what I am doing at that time, especially when you're driving. What I like to do is I like to look at people's license plates and look at the numbers and the letters, and I would read it repeatedly. Or I would look at a truck or tractor trailer's trailer number, and I would read those numbers repeatedly to bring myself back to the present, if that makes sense, so that I'm not zoned out while I'm driving and get into an accident. Because a lot of people drive pissed off, and that's where road rage comes in. We don't want that because we don't want to kill nobody. We don't want to get no accidents, high insurance premiums, and payments going up. We don't want none of that. That's one way. Say, for instance, you're in an office setting. You're in a doctor's office, and there's posters all up over there. Read them and keep reading them. Or there's magazines. You would focus on the pictures, or you would flip through a magazine and find something that would pop out at you. It's like, oh, that's nice, and it would bring you back into the present moment and help you to regulate your emotions. Find something that is in your immediate surroundings that will bring back excitement. There's a lot of billboards up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of positive billboards up. How many of y'all been paying attention to the billboards that's up? You got lawyers on there that look funny. Laugh at their fucking face. I mean, come on now. If they look funny, laugh, because it helps you bring yourself back. Anything that's going to help you bring yourself back from a negative mindset, a negative emotional state, so that way you can help regulate your emotions in a better way. If you are also in the doctor's office, dentist's office, you would go on Pinterest and start scrolling somewhere and just look at pictures that excite you. Look at things that will bring you out of that mindset, out of that mood, so you're not snapping at everybody. And so you're not coming off as passive aggressive and all this other crap that they label us as, right? We don't want that. We don't want to put a bad image of ourselves out there because we're in a mood temporarily or long lasting. Because some people stay in these fucking moods and don't know how to snap themselves out of it. So you would do that. Um, if you got kids, you'd focus on your babies. You gave birth to that baby. That is a blessing. You were holding or that's running around the damn office or slobbing and drooling or playing their game on the phone. Watch them play their game. Watch how smart they are. Basically divert your attention from what's going on in here, that mind chatter, that negative mindset, to something more positive, something that will take you out of that mental state. Because a lot of the times when we get into those mental states, right, we're saying things repeatedly over and over and over and over and over again, and I hate this, and then we're getting lower and lower and lower and lower and lower in our emotional state, which causes aggravation, anger, lashing out, arguments, shootings, killings, murders, because we're lowering ourselves on that vibrational frequency spectrum instead of bringing ourselves back up and into a joyful and peaceful and calm mood. That's what we're doing. Step by step, with every thought, we're bringing ourselves back down to that negative mental, emotional, physical state, right? And what happens? We start making bad decisions based off of temporary emotions that we don't know how to control. It comes out in our money. We start spending or throwing away money, not giving a damn where we go with it. We start lashing out at our family members, getting angry at our kids, beating the shit out of people, road rage, people shooting because they don't know how to control and regulate their emotions. Oh, he cut me off. Okay, why would you get mad? So technically, nobody cut you off because you're still in motion. The only thing you have to do is get over into the other lane, pass the person up. Hello. Anyway. There's too much aggression out here. And it's getting very ugly. And a lot of people out here, adults older than me, and I'm 42, I'll be 42 on Saturday, that are just like 5-year-olds. And I'm looking at these people like, really? I thought we grew out of that at a certain age. I thought we wasn't in high school anymore. I thought we were seasoned elders. We're not setting a good example, are we, for our younger generation, which nobody is. Look at the world now. Look at everything on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all this X and all these other things, So that's visual, just for an example. Visual sensory therapy. Now, to get more in depth with visual sensory therapy on a more longer term or in a more focused setting. So you have all of these things around you when you're out and about, right? So you got plenty of sensory therapeutic ways to bring yourself out of that and snap out of it. So by the time you getting on with your day, you'll be in a better mood and you can pay attention and maneuver and can see things and hear things and know how to react and respond, right? There's just one. For a more focused visual sensory therapeutic method, you would go home. If you like artwork, focus on artwork. Focus on the details. Focus on the brush strokes. Focus on the colors. And see really what's going on in that painting. Well, look at photos. If you like beautiful women or some fine ass men, look at them. Look at the way their abs are shaped. Look at the human body, the physique. Look at that. That's sensory therapy. You know what I'm saying? That's visual sensory therapy. That's going to help you be in a better mood one way or another. It's going to give you a pep in your step. It's going to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Look at photographs of your family members that you love. Don't look at the motherfuckers you hate, because you're going to go right back into that angry state. We don't want that, right? I mean, unless you do, you want to go get yourself in trouble. So, focus on those things. If you like glitter pictures, if you Look at glitter. If you like pictures of fucking money, go and look on there. Go scroll. There's millions of pictures of money. There's millions of pictures of glitter. There's millions of pictures of artwork. There's photographs that people take pictures of the sky, the birds, bird watching. They take pictures of that stuff. Go on online and look. There's no excuse for why people are the way that they are when they have all of these tools around them in their outer world to help them become better. Okay? Look at things. If you like to just chill out in the bed after you get off of work, do that. But practice sensory therapy. Don't go to bed angry, because you're going to continue that repeat cycle. Happy Death Day. You know what I'm saying? That movie with Tom Cruise in it, that he kept having to die and figure out who the hell killed him, and all that other stuff. We don't want to repeat that day after day after day. I mean, unless you want to. They ain't got shit to do with me. But I'm not going to stay in that mindset. I can't do it. You know, while you laying in the bed and you fucking flipping through nonsense, change that. Go and look at something. Watch some funny videos. You know, watch. This is visual sensory therapy. Watch some things that's going to uplift you and put you in a better mood. Watch a movie that puts you in a better mood. Don't watch nothing sad, or don't listen or look at anything that's going to keep you in that lower vibrational frequency, because then you're going to start attracting all of those thoughts. And then you're going to start attracting all of the negativity that you're watching. Okay? Right? So that's visual. That's just a little bit of visual, you know, and it helps you, because once you get into that habit, once you start doing that on a regular basis, you're going to automatically switch your focus to something else. Because I've done this time and time again. Even when I was working, and I have some really negative bosses. I had some, you know, when I was working, during my lifetime, and I never knew how to cope. I never was given the proper, and praise Lucifer and Legion for helping me, and be a guide to me through this. I never knew how to cope with the emotions and the feelings that I had. I didn't know what to do, how to fix me. I didn't know it. So when you are in your bed, when you are sitting and you know you about to snap, find something funny. There's plenty of funny videos. If that don't work, find you some artwork. Like, it don't take nothing but a few seconds. I practice this daily. It takes nothing but a few seconds. But back to what I was saying. I've had some pretty outrageous bosses. I've been in a lot of different scenarios when it comes to jobs, and I just didn't know how to direct or calm myself down and discipline myself enough in my own self, to control my emotions. So when I was working at my recent job, they had this beautiful blue, white, and gold type of art that would hang on the wall. And anytime I would go in there, I would look at this photo. And it also had little plastic or maybe crystal pellets on the ends, I guess, to like represent sand or represent something. I don't know, but I found peace in that photo. And it always made me feel better when I looked at that painting or photo or whatever it was. I think it was a painting. It looked more like a painting, but I would look at it and it would bring me peace. It would bring me back to grounding myself. It would give me my power back. You see what I'm saying? To exhaust all of my emotions into this thing and look at something beautiful. Like, if you're going through the dark night of the soul, these are methods to help you get through it. It's not a 100% fix it all, because you still got to take care of your mental health. But these are coping mechanisms to help you re-ground and recalibrate yourself and bring you back to the present moment. And then I'm going to get into other things about how you can recognize the why you were feeling that way. But anyhow, that's what I would do. And I found peace and tranquility in that. And it helps a lot when you do visual sensory therapy. Um, like if you like to look at birdhouses, do that shit. Look at it. If you find peace at looking at the sunsets or the beach waves, do that. Okay? Help yourself out. So that's a little bit about visual sensory therapy. We're going to get into now auditory therapy. So you're hearing yap, 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 yap all day. You getting yelled at, you yelling back, everybody snapping, you don't hear nothing good. Everybody got something negative to fucking say, and we all know this. Affirmations. Listen to something that will help you snap yourself out of that negative mindset, out of that anger, out of that frustration. Get you an earbud or two when you have time. Like if you go to the restroom, listen to something for 30 seconds to try and bring yourself back. And I mean really listen to this shit. Like your favorite music. When you're listening to your favorite music, try to isolate the instruments, the drums, the guitar, the piano, the keyboard, the singer. Try to isolate those things so you can focus on something other than what you're thinking about. And it's going to teach you to regulate yourself. It's going to teach you to discipline your mind to focus. So not only are you learning how to self-regulate, you're learning how to focus visually and auditorily, So when we isolate our senses, we can become more aware of our senses, our visual and our hearing. You see what I'm saying? We become more aware. If we isolate one at a time, then we learn how to master ourselves, right? So auditory, it's like maybe you like to listen to classical music. Put some classical music on the way to work. Because somebody somewhere going to piss you off today. And while you listening to that classical music, talk to yourself. How you talking to yourself every day? Talk to yourself. I am worthy. I'm going to have a good day. Everything's going to be all right. All is well in my world. And in my world, all is well. Everything and everybody prospers me now. This is auditory with mental. Visual. Oh, I really love that picture. That picture is beautiful. Because, see, when you learn how to isolate, you also learn about your likes and dislikes. You see what I'm saying? What you truly like and what you don't like. Not what somebody just threw in front of you and said, oh, you like this water. This is lost water. You like that water. And you taste that shit, that spring water. I don't like spring water. And then you get all mad because somebody trying to control you. Control your own shit. Right? Learn how to master yourself so there ain't nobody mastering you. You like rock music, right? You like to hear your favorite metal band or your favorite rock band or your favorite R&B singers. Listen to that shit a cappella. You like to listen to whomever, India Ari, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, whoever. Try to listen to it a cappella if you can. If not, learn how to isolate and listen more to their voice. You don't even have to listen to the lyrics. Just listen to the tones and the notes in their voice. Focus and learn how to do those things. Because you're starting to bring yourself out of that negative focused mind state and into something more structured. You see what I'm saying? A more structured mind state. A more focused mindset. Say, for instance, you like to listen to someone read. You like audiobooks. Pick out your favorite audiobooks and listen to that shit. Do it on the way to work. Listen to it if you can while you at work. Learn how to control and regulate your own emotions because the body subconsciously is already self-regulating. The conscious mind, the mind up here, this brain of ours that goes all the way back down here somewhere and all the way down to the spine. The conscious mind is not self-regulating. The conscious mind is always looking for something to battle, fight, solve. You know, you always got your guard up. That's the subconscious mind. The conscious mind, I'm sorry. That's the mind that is always watching, waiting for the next fuck up. Always watching and waiting to keep your guard up to block, you know, that traumatic event or events from happening again. You know, before you go to bed, while you're at work, you like to listen to ocean waves, the sound of the ocean waves. Listen to it. You like to listen to the seagulls. Find a recording on YouTube that plays nothing but seagulls and listen to that. You like to hear the ocean waves and you like the wildlife under the water, the marine life. Watching and listen to it when you have that type of time to focus. You like jellyfish and you like to hear the bubbles and the sounds of the ocean under the water. Listen to that shit. Because the more you listen to it, the more your mind is going to record that. And then you, at some point, you're not even going to need to, for those who can visualize and have auditory visualizations, you will remember and record that sound subconsciously, so you can bring yourself into yourself and put yourself in your happy place, and you can hear those ocean waves and you can see that jellyfish and it's at a rhythm and you getting back on your rhythm and you feeling yourself again and you remind yourself who you are and can't nobody fuck with you, and then there you go, you right back to where you came from. Who the fuck are they to tell me what okay. Visual and auditory sensory therapy. So then we're going to get into touch. Hearing, seeing, touch. So you're at work, you're a banker, you're a fry cook, you are a cook, a lawyer, doctor, whatever the fuck you want to be, whoever you are out there. And you got time to be by yourself, right? You on break, it's slow, you're pissed off, you're frustrated, and you're sitting here by yourself or with other people in the room, and you are fucking fuming. Just, people see you, they watching, they hear it. Touch. Get you a stress ball that's textured. Something that'll remind you of your favorite things, something that you like. That's why they got slime for adults, because you can squeeze it and you can watch it ooze in between your fingers. You got the glitter, you got the metallic, you got the sticky, you got the ones that's smooth and you just rub it around. Do that. You like to feel your hair. I like to touch my hair. I like to fluff my hair. I like to do this to my hair because it makes me feel good. I can touch myself. I like to touch my face. Like, oh my God, touch. Right? You see where I'm getting at? It brings you back to the physical, not what's going on in here. Okay, why am I feeling this way? But your mind can't register that question because it's racing. It's going on about, oh, I had a bad day. This bitch came in here and said this shit, and they did that, and my manager done did this, and that ain't the right way. We all know. We been there. We all know. But during that time, find you something that you can have in your pocket if you can to touch. A fidget spinner. You know, spin that motherfucker. Spin it. Do something. A clicker. Something that, a pen. I have a pen. Because sometimes, I don't know where my pen went. Sometimes, when I would get frustrated, I've been there, okay? The rocking, the anger, the frustration, can't keep still, stuck in that. I've been there. I used to do physical touch and hearing. So you're bringing yourself out of that negative mindset and you're focused on this clicking. And this clicking brings you into, look, what's that doing? It gets you to focus. And it was like, oh, okay, I need this pen. As a matter of fact, I needed this to write. Okay. So it's bringing you back. And it's bringing you back to not only the current moment, the outer world, but it's also reminding you of the shit that you need to do while you sitting there wallowing in your anger and frustration. You forgetting shit. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people go through that. Physical touch. Feel the texture. It's got ridges. It's rubber. It feels good on my fingers. I like my pen. You see what I'm saying? Focus. Learn how to focus. Sensory therapy. Short term and long. So what I used to do when I was younger, I used to play with Play-Doh. That would be my outlet. I used to like to make little sculptures. Like when I was in the church, I would make these little statues of a praying woman on her knees for my great grandmother, and I would make them, and they were getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I was perfecting my technique, and it would bring me out of whatever mental state that I was in and help me to focus. As a child, I was in elementary school then. As a child, that would bring me out of my mental state and help me focus on what task I was doing at that time. I would feel the clay. I would shape and mold the nose. I would put, little nostrils in there and shape the eyes, just like the outer rim. And I would just go into as much detail as I could and refocus myself. I've been teaching myself and doing certain things because I wasn't getting the appropriate help. And a lot of the stuff and the techniques I've been doing for years. I just didn't know what it was called at that time. Like Play-Doh, clay, squish balls, bouncy balls, tennis balls. Take a tennis ball, feel that motherfucker, touch it, pack it up against your hand. It's hollow. It's hollow on the inside. You can hear it. Listen to it. Anything that'll get you out of that negative mentality and help you snap back into reality, so you can focus and you can learn to understand yourself and learn to understand why you're feeling that way. And you then start to question why you're feeling that way, and then what do I have to do? What's the next step for me to no longer feel that way? You know what I'm saying? Either you need to learn how to mature emotionally, or you need to learn more about reaction and response, because they got everybody out here reacting but not responding. They got everybody out here listening to react but not listening to understand. You see what I'm saying? And that's where the downfall of everybody is. And that's my downfall too. I'm still learning too. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of us have a problem with. Holding ourselves accountable because of our own emotions. We got stale shit sitting within us and not even asking ourselves why. Not even having any time to recalibrate our own emotions so we don't get sick, so we don't have health problems, so we don't have stomach issues and migraines and headaches and bad vision and kidney problems and lower urinary tract urinary tract infections and lower bowel problems and I mean the list goes the fuck on. Joint problems and all kinds of shit that fucks with your health. Poor mentality messes with your health. So find some things that, texture wise, like a carpet that's kind of like wool or cotton that's got the little pieces of it sticking out. Eli, bring me your jacket. Like, say, for instance, you love fluffy carpets, or you love fluffy pillows with the little dangly things on it, or you like the pillows with the sequins that you can push up and it turns a different color. Get shit like that. Don't just let it sit there and be decoration, silly. Use that as an outlet to help you to get your mind moving, to help you figure out why the fuck you feeling the way you are and what you need to do to change it. You sitting there and you got that energy and motion and you're telling yourself, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. I love this color. This color. And you got shit in your house that you ain't even looked at and don't even know what the fuck it looks like because you not paying attention to that. You paying attention to the shit that's going on up here. That's going to cause you to have a whirlwind of problems that you don't even know where the fuck it came from. Because you didn't take the time to care for yourself. So, texture. You like carpets, right? This is my son's jacket, by the way. This is my son's jacket. It's soft as fuck, okay? It's nice. It's soft because of the inside. You like texture, right? You like texture. Get you some cover. Get you a cover that feels nice and textured, soft, fleece, cotton, wool, anything that soothes you, okay? Let's go back to the fucking basics. Remember, we have to learn how to soothe our babies. Our parents had to learn how to soothe us. They didn't do a damn good job, some of them, but we had to learn how to soothe our babies, right? Learn how to soothe yourself. All right. Yep. Hand me my coat, Eli. Texture. Over there. Also, visual. You like water? Sit there and do your water bottle like that and watch the bubbles go by and start thinking. And then start visualizing, get creative with this shit so you're not sitting there looking silly and stupid. Like this right here. Texture. It's soft. You see that? I can play with this all day because it gets dark and then it gets light. And then it gets dark and then it gets light. Oh, I'm feeling some kind of way. This is really soothing. I like this texture. It feels good. But why am I feeling this way? What caused me to have such a bad day? What caused me to go off the deep end and almost lose my job today because somebody did something? Oh, I need to learn how to react versus respond. I need a little bit more knowledge of how to handle or defuse or de-escalate problems. Oh, maybe I should do that. Because it's going to help me and it's going to make me look good at my job and it's going to help me to increase my skills. Maybe I should learn how to diffuse. Oh, this feels so good. Maybe. Oh, this feels so good. My coat is soft. So that's what attracted me to this coat. It's got that sound. But on the inside, it's soft. On the outside, it's also soft. And this is a nice color for me because I like anything that brings in wealth attraction. So I'm killing all these birds with one stone. Gold coat that feels nice, that's soft, and makes me feel good and it's soothing. See how I did that? It's that easy. Self-discipline. See what I'm saying? Use anything around you. You like your shoes. Why'd you pick your shoes out? Look at your damn shoes. Look at how they're created. Look at how they're made. Just look at the shit. To help focus your mind on something other than what the fuck you thinking about, because it ain't doing nothing but driving you deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper down into a hole that you and nobody else can save you from. There's consequences for everything that we do, whether good or bad. So it's up to you to fix you and master you. Ain't nobody gonna come and save you. Visual, auditory, touch. Taste. All right. So, music. Before I move on, I want to go back to auditory. So, while I was working with Paimon, I started noticing a lot of the music that I was listening to had really, really nice sound. And since I'm working in non-emergency medical transportation, a lot of my passengers was like, "You always jamming, you always bopping," and I never put two and two together that Paimon was helping me redirect my energy from the internal frustration, anger, not wanting to, do certain things, and the way things have panned out, these last few years is just. But the music and the sound that he was having me listen to and became therapeutic for me all day, every day, would keep my vibe up, would keep me in the right mindset, would keep me happy. I was vibing with that music, that sound, not necessarily the voice. It was the sound of each instrument blended well together in order to help me bring my vibrational frequency back to normal, back to myself, back to my own wavelength. And I was like, oh, Paimon is dope. Because Paimon is master of music as well. So the more I worked with Paimon, the more I saw him in my everyday life through music. And I would listen to this music, and my passengers would be bopping. We would just be vibing, driving in the car, and I would be feeling the music, and I would be driving, speeding sometimes, because that music makes you feel good, and it brings you back to what you're doing, that task at hand. My driving skills got better. My listening skills got better. My peopling skills got better. I learned so much, and I'm still learning how to give myself therapy. Now I don't recommend this for anybody. Receiving self-help if you don't know how to. Always go to somebody who is licensed, a licensed mental health specialist, in order to help you with your mental health. I'm a spiritual advisor. I'm a spiritual coach and counselor. I cannot prescribe medication. I am not a doctor. I am a spiritual coach and counselor. Spiritual coach and counselor. Okay. And witch. But the more I started jamming to my music, the more I would hear the tones, the more I would hear the vibrations, the more I would blend myself with that, and the more I would bring myself back to out of that mental state that I was in. The more I felt confident, the better I walked, the better my physique became, or demeanor, just by listening to music by itself, music alone, So not only have I been learning how to give myself visual therapy, I've learned how to give myself audio therapy and physical touch, touch therapy. These are all the senses, sensory therapy. So I've learned a lot, but my demons are teaching me. Praise Lucifer. Praise my God. All right. So visual, audio, physical, touch, taste. So everybody got this problem, including me. What they call it, big back? Big back. Okay, listen. How do I want to say this? Taste therapy. Taste bud therapy. Tongue therapy. Fuck it. Okay, no. So, I'll break it down for you. A lot of people tend to overeat and eat the wrong foods when they are depressed because they're eating their emotions. So they're giving themselves taste therapy in the wrong way. Eat your favorite food, it'll make you better. Eat your favorite food. Oh, you're depressed. So they're going to go and fry them some chicken, put a fuckload of cheese on it, or hot sauce, barbecue sauce, or whatever, and some greens and whatever else the people like to eat, fast food, and they start eating their anger. They start eating their frustration. They start eating their depression. And then their health is decline, year after year. High blood pressure, bad heart. Got to get a shunt tube in your heart. You got to get triple bypass fucking surgery. You got to get back splints, whatever the fuck. Okay? They're using the proper method, but they're using it, but in the wrong way. The right way would be to pick a fruit or a vegetable, or even you can get you some fried chicken. You can get you your potatoes and your gravy, right? You can get your biscuits, but add a fruit with it. Some people don't even eat fruit. Get some fruit juice. Sit down with your meal. You can be by yourself, but I wouldn't recommend being around other people when you're trying to get this together. Learn how to sit with yourself. So you got this plate of food in front of you, and you're just eating quiet, and then some people they just go eat. They messy eaters, but focus on the taste and texture of each piece of food. Learn how get your palate into it. Smell it, look at it, listen to it. Mush them damn mashed potatoes. Listen to it. Because it's going to help you focus on your food. I know that probably sounds fucking stupid, but it's helping you do something that you're at the subconscious level that you're going to start doing that's going to help you to become much stronger later. You see what I'm saying? You're listening to the texture of those potatoes. You're listening to the sound of it. You're listening to the crunch when you eating your chicken. That tastes really good. You tasting the oils in it. You're tasting the spices. You're tasting the crisp. You're tasting the chicken itself, and you're tasting all of this. This tastes pretty good. You get your little wine, or you get your little juice, or your water. You wash all of that down. That's really good. I like the taste of that. And then you start, getting your mind. I like that. You learn what you like. That tastes good. It smells good. So you know what you like to taste. You know what you like to smell. Okay? But then you start reflecting on your day. But that meal is helping put you back in a good mood, and it's going to bring your mind back to clarity. Why did I react that way? I wish I hadn't have done that. That wasn't how could I have done better myself in order for my day to go well? This food is good. Damn. And if you are really interested in yourself, you're going to figure out how you can get yourself into a better version of yourself. If you really give a damn about you. Because a person that loves themselves is going to ask questions and start finding answers. A lot of people don't realize that something is wrong with them because they're not paying attention to themselves. They're too busy picking and chewing at everybody else's life. They forgot about them. You're a person too. Some people may or may not do this, but whatever. I do it. You start reflecting on your day while you're eating. You learn how to have a quiet time for yourself. You go on a date with yourself. You don't even necessarily have to go out into a public place. You can be at home. You can be at home. You can be at a friend's house where you can trust and just decompress. And they cook you a nice meal, your favorite meal when you're sad. And your favorite meal, and then and you crying and you boo-hooing, and you got all these tears and all this snot and all these Kleenexes and all this food all over the place and binge eating, but you never figured out what the fuck was wrong with you and how to fucking fix it so it never happens again. So you're in this repeat cycle of the same bullshit with the same friend, with the same situation, with different people because you not fixing the shit. That's how you fix it. I'm telling you how to fix it. If you want to fix yourself, master yourself, do it. See where it gets you later on. Some people like to smoke weed. Okay, smoke weed, but you're going to keep smoking weed, but you're never going to fix the problem. When all it takes is a simple question. Or questions: who, what, when, where, why, and how. Taste. Taste therapy. Wine tasting. You like to do some wine tasting? Go buy you some fucking wine at the dollar store. That's good, but you ain't got to get drunk off of it. You can take some wine, swish it around, be a little bougie by yourself. That wine is good. Now, what happened today? And you just switching it around. You thinking about your day. You reflecting on your day. Thinking about everything. But then you start to isolate shit. Things that other people did. Not necessarily what you did or how you reacted, but things that other people did. So now you're deflected. And you're not taking accountability for your own shit. Right? Start reflecting on you. How could I have handled that client better? How could I have handled those customers better? Did I make people feel good today? Was I kind? Did I do any random acts of kindness today? Did I make the world a better place today? Everybody wants to fucking make the world a better place, but you the world. You society. I'm society. How can I make people feel good? Because you're not the only one going through some shit. I'm going through some shit. My kids is going through some shit. Everybody else's kids is going through some shit. Everybody is a child of somebody on here, whether they dead or alive. Everybody going through something, whether they rich or motherfucking poor. Was I a good example to my community today? Did I give back in my community in a way that it is honorable? How can I make myself better so I can better myself? How can I get my skills right on the right track so I can have more money? How can I help myself to get better and do better and be better so I can help others? This wine tastes good. I like this wine. But for real, how do I get too busy focusing on everything else and everybody else but you? El numero uno. Yeah, y'all don't think about that shit. It shows. Everybody is just all over the fucking place. You want to make the world a better place? Start with yourself. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Taste. Chocolate. Eat it in moderation. Taste therapy. Get you a piece of chocolate kiss. Some of that Dubian chocolate that I'm about to go and pay $40 for 2 packs. I sure the fuck am. Probably 80. She might charge me $80, but I'm going to go get me some Dubian chocolate. You know, and sit back. Really put it in your mouth and taste the chocolate. Taste it. Let it melt in your mouth. Don't chew it. You're not going to taste shit. You're going to chew it and swallow it. Really let that motherfucker melt in your mouth. Roll it around your tongue. Taste that motherfucker. Use your tongue. Where my baby daddy at? Use your tongue. Your tongue got a bunch of taste buds from the back all the way to the tip. Damn, I can't stand me sometimes. But taste the chocolate. Sit down and really taste that chocolate. Hershey Kiss, a Dove bar. Chocolate mixed with the orange flavored raspberry chocolate. Go taste it. Go get you one of them little 50-50 bars of chocolate, pure cocoa chocolate. Break you off a piece, taste that. You might not like it because that shit is bitter. I don't like that. So that's not going to give you a good headspace. So don't eat shit that you don't like. Because it's not going to give you a good headspace. I don't like that chocolate. I'm more of the milk chocolate or the dark chocolate or the in-between or whatever that kind of chocolate is where it's kind of like in-between. Get that. Sit down with yourself, by yourself, whenever you can, 15, 20 minutes, however long you give yourself for yourself, your time for your self-care, and just reflect on yourself. This is going to bring you back to reality, and out of that mind of yours that's building all this crap that's going to attract it to you like a moth to a flame, like bees on a motherfucking beehive. Bubblegum. Gummy worms, chocolate with almonds in it, Hershey's Kisses, taste therapy. Find something therapeutic besides just like somebody else massaging you. It's right there. Ain't that it? No, it's in my purse. You know, you see what I'm saying? If you like suckers, get you some suckers. Go. If you like suckers, get you some suckers. Get your favorite suckers. If you like Laffy Taffy, get that shit. Taste it. If you like licorice, black licorice, red licorice, strawberry, cherry, get it. You know what I'm saying? But get your teeth brushed. Get it. Taste it. Think about it. Gummies. Anything that will help you bring yourself back to this physical plane and not this realm right here, because your subconscious is watching everything you thinking about, listening to everything your subconscious, the thing that's always awake, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until you die. That motherfucker's listening. So, taste. Taste. Taste therapy. Those are just a few examples. I'm pretty sure you get my drift by now. Aromatherapy. Can you hand me those right there? Aromatherapy. Candles. Lotion. Shampoo. Conditioner. It all has a scent, right? How many actually smell their shampoo and conditioner is actually paying attention to the scent when they're washing their hair? I don't know. I'm just asking. How many is really doing it? Put me in the comments. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. But how many people are really paying attention to the scent of their shampoo, their conditioner, their dish soap? There's two types of dish soap that I love. It's the apple antibacterial Dawn, and then the orange citrus scent Dawn antibacterial. I don't too much like the blue because it's not. It doesn't do nothing for me. It's kind of like plain. I like stuff that's exciting. So I went to Bath and Body Works earlier this week, and I was looking because I'm very picky about the scents that I like, because the scent, it snaps me back and it brings me into a better headspace, and it helps me to, ooh, that smells good. You know what I'm saying? It brings me my attention towards what I'm smelling. So I went to Bath and Body Works and got this pink peach blossom room spray, and it smells so good. Oh my god. And I got a cherry blossom one that's in my SUV. And I've been having this for a while. I had this for over a year, because this is one of my favorites. I don't like to spray it too much, but it's almost gone. Yes, almost gone. Mahogany teak wood. So if you're afraid of burning candles, some people are afraid of burning candles. Get you some room spray. Get you some of those. I'm not gonna say Febreze because they don't do shit for me neither. Even your Tide Pods or your laundry detergent. You notice they got these big things of scented pearls or scented little balls or whatever. Start paying attention to the smell. You making your clothes smell good. Oh God, I smell good. My shirt smells, and my shirt does smell good. I got some Salvatore Ferragamo perfume. Eli, give me that perfume. That I absolutely love to wear, because I like to spray it on my clothes. Yeah, give it here. Perfume. Salvatore Ferragamo. Ooh, Miss Lynn, you bougie as fuck. But anyway, I'm saying all of this to say, people wearing cologne to attract somebody else, right? But they're not wearing the cologne. I'm not going to speak for all. This is just an assumption. People are wearing cologne and using room sprays to make it smell good to get rid of the funk, but they're not realizing that they're using sensory therapy in the form of smell to make, their area smell good, but they're not using it as an outlet to bring themselves back to physical reality and out of their head. You see what I'm saying? These are tools to help bring you into a better mood called aromatherapy. They got aromatherapy candles. If you like sea breeze scent, get you some sea breeze scent. If you like the smell of peach, get you some peaches. Get you some peaches essential oil. Put that. Oh, that smells so good. Lavender, anything that relaxes you. Jasmine, citrus, rose. I'm just throwing some out there. Cedar, pine, whatever you like. Get it. Get you some candy. Taste it. Sit back and just, Our elders used to do the shit. Why y'all not doing it? You think your grandmother just sitting there rocking back and forth? 9 times out of 10, she was probably meditating, probably praying to do better and be better, which is why a lot of people call their grandmama sweet mama, big mama, ma dear, ma, because they're centered in themselves and they know how to regulate people, but ain't nobody let nobody do nothing. And I'm speaking more along the lines of raising kids in that sense. But anyway, your deodorant, what it smell like? Do it smell good to you? Stop. I had to throw away a stick of deodorant the other day. I was laid up with my baby daddy last week. I was a whore. Oh my God. And I raised my arm up. I said, I did just like that. I don't like the smell of my damn deodorant. I'm throwing that shit away when I get home because I never really smelled my deodorant. And what that smell did to me, it pissed me off. I don't like stink. Smells make you angry. You can be walking around here pissed off because you smell something funky. And then you keep smelling funky shit. Nothing but funky people. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that smell. I don't like this. And then you attracting funky shit. So you stand in that mind frame and got your subconscious mind. Oh, she don't like it, so bring more of it. Bring more of it. Funky, funky, funky. This is your subconscious mind is saying funk, stink, stink. You saying repeatedly, I don't like stink. The emphasis is on stink. So your subconscious mind is going to bring stinky ass people. You're going to smell garbage. You're going to smell pee. You're going to smell doodle. You're going to smell feet. You're going to smell armpits. You're going to smell it all. I love smell goods. So because I know my subconscious mind, I'm almost always smelling something that smells good to me. Okay? And it keeps me in a good headspace. The smell of cornbread. The smell of this. The smell of that. The smell of rosemary. The smell of sage. Or I don't necessarily use sage anymore, but some people like the smell of sage. But as a demonic witch, don't use sage. Use Palo Santo. But that's just an example. So, you like the smell of applewood bacon. Get something bacon scented. They sell shit. You like to tinker around with magnets. Play with stuff. Put puzzles together. Reflect. Learn how to help yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can have your therapy session. That don't make you crazy. That just means you will love yourself enough to make sure yourself is taken care of mentally, emotionally, and physically, and health-wise. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nobody got to know what the fuck you do at home. You like orange pop. That tastes good. It's kind of bitter, kind of sweet. A little flat, a little acidic. It's going bad, but I still like it. I like the taste of it. You see what I'm saying? And you just chilling with yourself. Enjoying your time, making yourself laugh. Just wallowing in your own power. Being comfortable in your own skin. You see what I'm saying? Let's have more of that. You see what I'm saying? Taste therapy. Aroma therapy. Yep. Now for the big one. sensory deprivation. I've been through that one too. I do it all the time. So, everything that I've spoken of. Hello. Shh. Turn Furby off, please.
Light show. Light show.
I forgot what I was about to say. Sensory deprivation. So I'm telling you all of these things, all of these methods, all of these tools that you have around you, soft pillows, smell goods, and how to really use them. Putting them on and put them on your pulse points so that way they can emit. Sometimes our noses do go blind, so you might have to have another kind of scent with you because once your nose goes blind, you don't smell you anymore. The people around you do, but you don't smell your scent, your cologne, or your perfume anymore. So you might have to take you a little. I got some rose scented. Eli, hand me that rose scented body spray. I got some rose scented body spray. Yeah, that I'll spray on me from Bath and Body Works. That I can smell all day. And then I was using the strawberry daiquiri spray from Bath and Body Works, mixing it in there, and I would spray it in my work van. Mix this with the strawberry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Strawberry daiquiri with rose from Bath and Body Works, the room spray, and this here, the body spray. Bump into my music. All of my sensories is stimulated and I'm feeling good and I'm on top of the world and I'm making my money and I'm making everybody happy and I'm giving back to my community. Yes. Do that shit. Because I'm being a better person and an actual asset and a value to somebody else, not just me. Because I'm building upon myself for me, but also for somebody else when they might need me later on. Okay? Yeah. So I did all of this to teach you how to use your surroundings, your immediate surroundings, to help you snap out of that negative mentality before something bad happens to you or with you or through you. Self-control, self-mastery, being consciously aware of how you're feeling at all times so you can constantly and consistently correct yourself before somebody else do. Taser, taser, pop, pop, pop. You okay, taser, bullet, dead. Yeah, right. Police officers walking around with PTSD. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no excuse for none of this shit. None. Wherever there's a will, there's a way. Sensory deprivation. Oh, one more thing. If you like to take showers as a means of, and as a way to snap yourself back and out of your mind, get you some smell good soap. Get you some bubble, something that's got a lot of good suds in it. Not just the bar soap, but get you like a little push ball that they sell at Walmart, Bath and Body Works, or Bed Bath and Beyond. Those little push balls that you got the little thing hanging off of it, and you can hang it on the rack. And get you some body wash, something that smells the best smelling one that is you are so attracted to. Get that one. Get you a couple of them. Get your ass in the shower. Get as much soap on that motherfucker as you can. Start scrubbing. Start scrubbing. But what you're doing is you moving that energy. You moving that stagnant energy that's laid up in your body. And you starting to feel good because it smells good. And you feel it. And start doing this. Feel those bubbles rolling down your back and down your ass crack. Feel all of that shit running down, all the bubbles in the shower and the water rolling down your body. You're using a full body physical sensory. You're using your whole body sensor. All of your nerves, they feel that bubbles. How many people getting in the shower and washing and getting out, not even feeling the water on them, not even feeling the fucking soap? I take showers at least 15 minutes long. It's a whole ritual for me in the morning. I'm washing with my soap. I'm making sure I'm getting each and every body part, scrubbing my face, getting all that dead skin off. But at the same time, I'm feeling those soap bubbles running down my back, running down my thighs, running down my hips, my legs, and all the way down to my feet because I love how it feels. It feels good. Do things that make you feel good. And I love taking me a shower. It's therapeutic. The fuck? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't make you crazy. Self-care, self-love. All of this is tied into all of that. Do it. Get you some lotion that smells good. Massage yourself. Massage your feet. Take care of your feet. Rub your feet. Rub your hands. There's nerves all over your body, especially the ones in your hands and your feet. Pressure points that'll help you with your organ regulation. Okay? Massage therapy. That's also physical therapy. And I don't mean the physical therapy where you're going to have somebody help you exercise. I'm talking about the real physical therapy where you're having a masseuse massage all that tightness out of your body. That's also physical therapy. Water therapy, water treatment, swimming pools. Feel, get your workout in, but feel that water on your body. Feel the coldness feel the difference in temperature when you are out of the pool and when you're in the pool. Start being aware 100% there in the present moment. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how to do this. And it's also building your confidence when you're fucking swimming. You're paying attention to what you can and cannot do. So you're improving yourself at the same fucking time. Do it. I can swim like a fish. You know what I'm saying? I can float. I can swim. I can swim on top of water, underwater. I love me. Everybody don't love me. The people that I love don't love me, aside from my kids, and them motherfuckers is questionable. I love my children, but motherfuckers, what the fuck? I love my children, but sometimes I'll be like, do y'all love your mama? But I could care less either way. They be alright, I'll be alright. But, yeah, stay hydrated. So, you got aromatherapy, candles, body butters, lotion, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, room sprays, the scented oils that come in the plug-ins. There's no excuse. You even got the damn Lysol air sanitizer that smells good now. And I was using that before I started going to Bath and Body Works because I don't like germs. Okay, lemon scented this, citrus scented that, vanilla this, and the notes and the tones. Ooh, my perfume smells good. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Sensory deprivation. A lot of people ain't going to be able to do this. But I have become a master of sensory deprivation. Where all the lights are cut off, no television, no outside distractions, no music, no nothing. Just me alone in a dark room by myself with my thoughts. Your thoughts are also a sensor, visual insight. For those of you that have the gift of vision, that you can envision, the gift of premonition, psychic abilities, y'all should know what I'm talking about. Because this is how you get into a real meditative state, trance-like state. This is how you get to astral projection and all the other advanced spiritual gifts that we're given once we find them through sensory deprivation. So, sensory deprivation is basically when you are sitting alone in a dark room, either laying down, don't go to sleep because you're going to mess the whole thing up. Or you're in a room in some water, because they got them everywhere. They got them in a lot of places, and a lot of spas got them. Specific types of spas where they have you go into a pod or whatever that's with water. And you'll be in a dark space with probably a blue light or no light at all. Maybe even a red or a green light. I don't know. It depends on the place. And you can't hear or see nothing. You can only feel. That's sensory deprivation. The only thing you have is you and your thoughts. So, when you're in this sensory deprived space, it's going to be a heavy for a lot of people who don't know how to meditate. When you are in the sensory deprived space and state, you're sitting with yourself in this dark room with no light, no television, no nothing. But the one true TV, the one true auditory sensor, the one true scent sensor, the one true taste and feel vibe sensor. You, yourself, and you. You sitting in this sensory deprived space with no outside influences. Your mind racing, race. Thought after thought after thought after thought after thought after thought. And you got your eyes closed and your eyes is moving back and forth, but you don't realize that your eyes is tracing all of these thoughts and all of these pictures and all of this shit. And you're putting yourself in that feeling state. You are feeling everything you are thinking. You are hearing everything you are thinking, the sound of people's voices, the music in the background, multiple voices, because your subconscious mind has recorded all this shit that you are exposing to yourself. That's how you really ultimately learn to get to know you. Deprive yourself of all sensory outward influences. That's where you meet you for the first time. It's true sensory deprivation. Once you learn how to sift through all of that mental noise, once you learn how to swim through that deep sea of your mind, your subconscious mind, you'll find you, who you truly are at your core. Your true self, naked. You'll find you. And then you're going to find every trauma attached to you. Every wrongdoing that you've done attached to you. Guilt, shame, fear, worry, doubt, hatred, self-hatred, hatred of other people, hatred of this color, hatred of that color. I hate this. I hate that. I don't like this. I don't like that. Did you see? And you talking to yourself, did you see what that girl had on? I really don't like her. She is ugly as fuck. That's how you get to know who you really are. Right there. When you meet yourself. A lot of people are scared to meet themselves. So they have all this other shit that they focusing on so they don't have to deal with themselves. Sensory deprivation. So this is how I learned how to float. Me and my kids and my now ex-husband, that roach, kill it. The roach. Kill all the roaches with Raid. Kill all the roaches with Raid. I was in Florida with my kids. And with my then husband. He's now my ex-husband. We had gone to Disney in Orlando, Florida. It was raining in different spots. But we were in the pool. It was just us. My kids was playing. My ex-husband was doing whatever he was doing. But I was by myself. And this is where I truly learned how to let go. So I was like, I'm going to teach myself how to float, because I ain't never floated before at that time. I had never knew how to actually, truly float and let the water carry me. That means I had to trust myself, not to drown myself, and trust that water. See what I'm saying? If it makes sense. This is where I truly learned how to let go. So, stiff as a board, light as a feather. Ain't that what they said in the movie? So, I took my entire body, extended it, arms out, legs out in the form of a star. And I leaned back, I let go, and at first I couldn't do it because I was scared. Water just kept getting up my nose and in my ears, and I would come back up and blow the water out. And you know how it stings a little bit when it gets in your head and in your nasal passages. And I just kept doing it until I learned how to take my butt part, my lower back and everything, and my legs and everything, and have it follow the rest of my upper body until I was fully extended and floating like a leaf on the water. This is where I learned how to let go. This is where I learned how to see without my eyes open. See, once you get to that point, that's when you really start to know your fears, your doubts, your worries, who you truly are inside as a person. And that's what I was doing. I was teaching myself and training myself how to trust myself. If that makes sense. I was teaching me how to float me like a leaf on the water, weightless. So basically, I'm floating on the water, just floating around the pool. Fingertips touching the side of the pool just for me to bounce right back off and be in the middle, kind of like spinning a little bit, not fast, but just not a gradual, slow, steady movement around the pool. I learned how to trust myself and to let myself become weightless by releasing everything, every fear, every doubt, every worry, and I let go, and I'm floating around in this pool like a leaf, a feather, a stick, whatever. So, using all of these methods helps you build yourself, helps you to redirect yourself. I wonder how many people are really going to do it. Sensory deprivation teaches you how to meditate, teaches you a lot about yourself. It teaches you what's going on in your mind. And if you sit there long enough, you'll start to see visual pictures of what's in your subconscious mind. If you have that ability to, if you have geographic memory is what they call it. If you have that gift is what I'm going to call it, because a lot of people cannot think and a lot of people cannot visualize. You know, you'll start to see, if you go deep enough in your subconscious mind, you'll see what's in there. And you who are consciously aware what's in that motherfucker is either going to change or let it sit there. That's on you, it ain't on me. But you got the tools, you got the knowledge now. Either get to work or get to stepping. Keep making a ruckus and a wreck of this plane, of this earth. Remember, there's always a consequence, whether good or bad, what we choose to do once we have that knowledge. And I'm giving y'all free game. I ain't charging nobody for this shit. Ain't that a bitch? I ain't even getting paid. I done went through all of this shit. But if you want to give me a tip, give me a tip. I'll put my Cash App, put my PayPal. Send me a tip if you want to. I don't give a damn. Lucifer and Legion always take care of me. Donation, always helps. But free game. Tip me whatever you feel if you feel like it. If not, that's fine too. But I've worked too hard to give away knowledge for free like this. That is what we call sensory therapy. Sensory deprivation also teaches you how to Once you've gotten through all the traumatic events in your life, once you've learned how to master your thoughts through sensory deprivation, once you've learned how to do all of these things, it teaches you how to manifest. It teaches you, you will learn your own frequency. Once you learn how to feel your own frequency, sensory deprivation helps you to manifest, once you learn how to deprive yourself of certain sensory stimuli, you can use one stimulus, which would be music, affirmations, brainwave, theta wave, delta wave, subconscious mind reprogramming. Subconscious mind really is the tuning fork of your body and the rest of your life, if you will. Listening to certain tones, certain frequencies that program themselves within your subconscious mind repeatedly, called repetition, will help you to manifest better, will help you to be in a better mood. Once you program your mind, subconscious mind, then programs your body to be at a certain tune. If you are able to learn how to isolate first those senses, then you can go into and get into sensory deprivation. Note, I'm not doing this by myself. Lucifer is my guide. He is the enlightener. He is the enlightened one, the illuminated one, the luminary. He is the light on my path. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this or tell you all anything. This is a note. Disclaimer, warning, whatever you want to fucking call it. This is a note. Without Lucifer, the light bearer, I would not be able to do any of this. I'm not doing this alone. So I don't recommend you do it alone either. Depending on how close you are to Lucifer, it depends on how much knowledge you gain. Some people are seers. I'm not trying to see no fucking spirits running around here. I can get Prince Leviathan to clear this shit out. Some of them will be still lingering, and they can't touch me. I don't even acknowledge their presence. My main goal is to stay close to and build a relationship with my God, Lucifer. And whatever assignments he got me doing, that's it. So, sensory deprivation. Don't do that. Don't do anything that you know you ain't ready for, because it might scare you. You have to be in the right mindset and have to be well equipped and ready to meet yourself. You can drive yourself crazy if you don't know how to regulate your own emotions. You can scare yourself. You scaring you if you don't know what you're doing. Build your relationship up with Lucifer. And do that. But I think that's it. Because then I'm going to start repeating myself because I ain't got shit else to say. So, got teeth. I still got all of my teeth. I just got gaps. I don't give a damn. The fuck? Anyway. So, yeah. I wonder how many of y'all scared yourselves looking in the mirror without help of Lucifer. Never do anything on this magical path without Father Lucifer. There's demons to help you with whatever curiosities you might have. If you don't know, ask me. Find you an occultist. You ain't even got to ask me. I mean, you can ask Lucifer. There's demons out there that can help you with all the techniques and everything that you're trying to accomplish. But they not going to fix you. You got to fix you. If you want to know how to master yourself, you got to meet yourself. So that's why I said use these other outlets first as another means to redirect your mindset and redirect your energy so that your emotional energy so that you're not always reacting. You see what I'm saying? You're able to better respond because you're asking yourself those questions, logical thinking, if that makes sense. Critical, I'm sorry, critical thinking questions. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. You know, that's it. And that's all. That's it and that's all, folks. That's it and that's all, folks. Put down in the comments where we're supposed to really, truly, ultimately use our emotions when it comes to this path. Put down in the comments where our emotions are supposed to be placed. What are our emotions truly meant to be used for? There we go. Answer that question in the comments. And I'll let you know if you got it right. I'll do a video on that shit later. About where our emotions are truly supposed to be used in. Or what setting they're supposed to be used in. But I'm done. I ain't got shit else to say. That's good. Pat myself on the back. I did that shit. Well, all right then. That was a loud slap, wasn't it? That was bareback. Damn. God damn. Like my fro, I got an afro. I stole my daughter's hair band. I took it. Don't look half bad.
I like it.
That don't look bad at all. That looks good.
Mom?
I too. But all right then. I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have a good night. And I hope that you all watched this video in its entirety. And I'm going to know if y'all watched it if you answer that question I asked earlier about our emotions and where they're supposed to be or blah, 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 whatever. So y'all have a good evening. I ain't got shit else to say now. I'm just rambling. I got spell work to do. Y'all have a good night. Sleep tight. Kill all the roaches. Get away from all them bad people. Abusive, neglectful, toxic people. And kill the roaches. They're nasty. Ugh. Cockroaches, house roaches. I don't like bugs, period. My son likes to go bug hunting, honey, and I'm just like, I play with the ants before I play with anything else. Last summer, my son had me picking up beetles and shit. I was like, ugh. He's playing with little tiny little hopping spider. I'm like, shit, I can't do this. I don't like bugs. I don't like bugs. But yeah, that's about it. In the best way possible to explain to you sensory therapy in order to help you deepen your relationship with yourself and to master yourself and to become a better version of yourself on your spiritual Luciferian path. You all have a great morning, noon, night, afternoon, evening. I'm done. Bye-bye. Peace.